Let's go live to Queen's Park, where NDP leader Marit Stiles is announcing solutions for GTA commuters.
To make some tough decisions and tough choices every day. We need smart and practical solutions to help make life easier and affordable to meet the moment that people are in. That's why this afternoon, the Ontario NDP will be forcing a vote in the legislature to remove tolls for truck drivers on Highway 407, people who are stuck paying some of the highest tolls in North America. Removing this toll will reduce travel time for truckers by up to 80 minutes. I know I was in Brampton just a few days ago and heard from drivers who are stuck with these high tolls or people who are sitting in bumper-to-bumper traffic. They need solutions like these because things are not getting any easier for Ontarians under this government. We know that the trucking and logistics industry is a pillar of Brampton's economy. In fact, according to Brampton City Summit Economic Development Plan, this sector contributes roughly $2 billion to Canada's GDP yearly. Not only is the trucking industry so vital to Ontario and Canada's economy, it also keeps the wheels moving, no pun intended, in our province and in our country. From farmers' fields and barns to the grocery store and then to your family table. It's truckers who get it there. I also heard from them about how long and grueling the hours are they spend on the road, sometimes 12 to 15 hours straight. Can you imagine how tiring and stressful it must be to spend all that time behind the wheel, let alone stuck in traffic? Meanwhile, we have Highway 407 sitting nearly empty because of ridiculously high tolls no one should have to pay. Freeing the 407 up will make sure that truckers get to their destinations faster, will give them more time to rest and get them back home to their families faster. And I want to talk as well about other commuters, because while this will benefit truckers and the trucking industry, the other benefit is to all commuters in the GTHA who are going to spend less time stuck in traffic. That means less congestion. It's good for the environment. It means that families are going to be able to get home for dinner faster. And, you know, I think when we look at all of the solutions that are being put forward by the province, this is one of the solutions that they haven't been considering. And we don't really understand why. It would be immediate relief for so many people. For the province, it means improved freight movement, diverting that truck traffic and reducing congestion on the 401. It's really a win-win, and it simply makes sense. If the government cares about making life more affordable and more convenient, they're going to vote yes to our motion this afternoon. They're going to say yes to commuters who are sitting in traffic, not moving. They're going to say yes to an industry that could really use their help right now. And all of these things, you know, are good reasons that we're going to be bringing forward in our Opposition Day debate this afternoon, where we try to convince the government to do the right thing. And we're going to force a vote on this issue because we think it's that important. And with that, I thank you for being here, and I'm happy to take your questions.
Mara, is the fact that you're announcing something that would potentially impact the people of Brampton coincidental with the fact that there's a by-election today in Brampton?
Well, you know, I mean, first of all, I think this is something that's going to help people right now across the GTHA. The government clearly knows and acknowledges that tolls are an issue for a lot of people right now who are struggling with affordability issues and sitting in congestion, but they don't seem to be willing to do anything actually about it. They bring forward a bill that includes, you know, a referendum if any new tolls are going to be introduced, and yet they won't address the tolls on the highway that exists right now. So we think it's a win-win for everybody across the GTHA. Certainly I was in Brampton on Friday talking to people in the industry and to commuters as well, and they seem to be very supportive of the idea.
And can you comment on today's by-election? You know, the Conservative candidate?
You mean the Mimico by-election? sorry, the Mimico, the Milton by-election?
That's me.
I'm thinking Mimico. The Durham by-election? I'm sorry, I'm not sure which by-election we're talking about.
Durham's today.
Oh, Durham. Yeah, federal by-election. MPP French might want to speak to it. We were out just a few weeks ago knocking on doors, just last week actually, and talking to small business owners in the riding in Durham where the federal election is happening today. We have a candidate, candidate Chris Borgia. He's fantastic. He's an electrician, IBW member, young guy who, has a great, works really, really hard and talks about the struggle to be able to afford a home in the region. I think his election would be a great for the people of Durham, and we are certainly supporting him and hopeful that he'll do well today.
So just to clarify,
Yeah.
you're not saying or suggesting removing the tolls off of the entire 407 for commercial trucking. You're just saying for the provincially owned portion, right? Because the province has no control over that, the vast majority of it.
We are, well, do you want to answer that question? But
I'm happy to.
yeah, go ahead.
And I'm Jennifer French, and I'm proud to be the critic for infrastructure, transportation, highways.
We've been listening.
And the 407 ETR, which of course is the private portion.
We've been listening to Marit Stiles, provincial NDP leader, speaking for some solutions for commuters, specifically removing tolls for truckers in the province.